Okay, so here we are, heading out, but before we officially head out, I need to get some fuel, which is just that way, 5 minutes down the road. And I realised I pulled off without putting my gloves on, and that was going to end badly. But anyway, I stayed here last night, Harbour House. Now this was expensive for me, on my tour budget. I think it was around £100, but it was very good. Single room, overlooking the loch. Food was fantastic, service was great, very comfortable bed. As you would expect, we're paying that kind of price. But it was very good, not disappointed. Oh. And coffee was very good too, which is all important. Hey, it's a Tiger 1050 up there, much like Toby's. Right, let's get fuel and I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing today. So I'll see you in a bit. It's not a bad view from a fuel stop, is it? Absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, let's get you on. And it's just after 9 and it's already 19 degrees. So I'm pretty keen to get some airflow through the jacket. And I'm all fueled up. Picked up another bottle of water, as is becoming custom. I've also applied sun cream. Alrighty, so we're following the coast today. We're heading south now, but we're going to be going as close to the west coast, or keeping close to the coast. God, that was a bit of a challenge this time in the morning, to say that. As possible. So we're heading in Fernmore direction, is the long and the short of it. The end goal this evening will be Isle of Skye. I know I've pronounced that wrong, but it's the bridge that connects the mainland to Skye, and that's where I'm going to be staying this evening. So Isle of Skye is where I'll be staying. So following the coast all the way down, heading south now. But the big decision this morning is, do I take on the Applecross Pass again? In my original planning, it was a no. There it is, that place, Harbour House. It's expensive, in my opinion, for a tour. Talking to a guy that normally does youth hostels, or sorry, youth hostels. So spending £100 for one night, bed and board, was a bit steep, but it was very good. I've got no complaints, I really don't. It was really, really good, and the views were spectacular. It had a little seating area at the back of it, overlooking the loch, and stunning. Before heading out, I sat out there with a coffee, doing some time lapse, and hopefully that comes through. because it was just a superb view. Equally, my room had a fantastic view, the same view in fact, over the loch, and I spent the evening enjoying some scotch in my room, watching some TV before crashing out, watching some ships go in and out. It was really nice. The harbour house, as I've already covered, is only a guest house, so it doesn't have a bar or a restaurant. More's the pity, because I'm sure it would be fantastic. So I headed into town and went to a place called the Frigate, and I highly recommend that too. Very good, really enjoyed it. Had a pint of black, which I had last time I was up here with Pete. Really enjoyed that. And I had a fantastic barbecue burger. It was really good, and apparently, so tells me the guy that was serving me, that it's won the best burger in Ullapool. But I can see why. It was very, very good. It was booked out too, you know. I'm so glad I did book ahead, because I had a big old sign in the front of it saying, you know, no bookings available, no walk-in. I was there for about an hour, I guess, and they kept on turning away people after people after people. You had to pre-book to get a seat in there. So yeah, really, really pleased that Harbour House messaged me ahead of time, let me know about that, and to book. So I had a fantastic evening. So with regards to today, it's going to be a shorter day, which should probably be a good thing. It's be about 130 mile day or thereabouts today. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, 130 mile day today, which should be good fun, especially if I'm going on some single tracks along the coast. And look at the weather. Oh, look at it. Spectacular. Oh my word. So good. I am very, very lucky. Spent the breakfast talking to another nice couple. It was their first time in Scotland, and they had no real plan or route, you know, set out. They were just going to key places in and around Scotland from London. But what got me was the lady. I think her name was Lucy. She comes from Market Drayton, which is just down the road from my hometown of Shrewsbury. Just it's one of those small world moments, you know. Really nice couple. So just chatted to them about my trip and theirs and so forth. The bike again got a lot of attention last night, which is always nice, isn't it? A bit of stroking your ego, isn't it, when someone says, "Oh, nice bike, mate." God, I was just about to go in there to take a picture. Look at this, people. I got a cab into town last night and asked the lovely lady who was driving what these were called. Then she told me, and I've completely forgotten. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. Had that moment yesterday, forgetting what day of the week it was, you know, losing track of time, and that's always a good sign when you're on tour. With work, you know, you have to be so conscious, particularly with my line of work, about dates, times, scheduling. It's nice just to forget all that stuff. Woohoo! Oh, amazing. Look at the snow on top of the mountains up there. I doubt the camera will pick that up, but trust me, it's there. And it looks incredible. Getting that waft of sun cream again from applying it on my nose and, you know, head and forehead and all that kind of stuff. And I love that smell. I think everybody loves that smell. like I said the other day, you know, it's just holidays and typically beach, and you know, that's what I associate it with. But nonetheless, an additional smell that's nice within my lid. I'll tell you something for nothing. This entire kit will have to go into the wash when I get back. Ooh. Needless to say, with all this heat and humidity, I've been perspiring a lot. So yeah, both the base layer and the outer shell, I'm gonna have to look at washing it properly. I think the first proper waymarker today on the way to Fernmore is First Coast, and if I think it should be a little beach, and that would be fantastic if it is. So we'll wait and see. We'll also at the end of today, but just before getting into Cardo hit Island Doing Castle, which is I'm sure it's going to be very busy, but I'm going to swing by and see if I can get in there, because it's one of those must-dos, you know. I did it on the Western Isles tour with Pete, but Pete wasn't with me at that point, but I was so glad I swung by there. Iconic landmark, and it's featured at the beginning of Highlander. I recently watched Highlander again. It's been ages since I've seen it, as it's been put back on Netflix, and the beginning scene, they're walking out of a castle, a fort, and I was like, I know that, I've been there, and sure enough, it's Island Doing Castle. I'm sure it's been used for lots of other stuff, but I can definitely confirm it's been in Highlander. And if you haven't seen that movie, you should check it out. It's an 80s gem with a great soundtrack from Queen. Oh, itchy nose. NC850. Thank you for reminding me. I'm starting to wonder now if my projected mileage is going to be anywhere what I actually thought it was going to be, you know, calling it the NC850. Hoping it is fairly accurate. I'm pretty sure it was. I rounded up, but only by a smidge. And I took it from Glasgow, pretty much. But yeah, we'll see. But we're getting to the end of it now. So this is the penultimate day in Scotland. So I've got order today. Tomorrow is a longer day, where I'll be going through Skye. I'm back into familiar territory with the A82, going to Fort William, Glencoe, and Loch Lomond, and I'll be staying in a hotel near Loch Lomond. Would you look at that? Before making my making my way home the following day. What a beautiful glen! Oh, geez Louise, look at it, stunning! Oh, I'm a bit miffed actually. What? No, a bit miffed. Yesterday my camera's died, as you would have known if you're following the series, about an hour away from Ullapool, and it was to be expected. It was a long day in the saddle. I covered over 180 miles, and it was a full day riding, so I knew they weren't going to make the distance. So the last hour was just me, my music, and focusing on the ride. Me saying I'm miffed is only because some of the views, like this, were absolutely jaw-dropping. It was an incredible ride. I'm just gutted that I couldn't film it. When you start vlogging, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. You feel obliged to ride. I feel obliged to film everything. It's like when you start riding, whenever you have a sunny day, if you don't ride your bike, you feel guilty, especially when you see other bikers on the road. So it's something that I've had to try and overcome, that, you know, it's okay to ride without filming, you know, it doesn't matter. And that was one of those occasions. Just enjoy the ride and, you know, use your old memory to remember it. And it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, that ride. Amazing views, great roads, and the weather stayed with me all the way through to Ullapool. It was just like so good. And look at this! Just look at it. Woohoo! Oh, I'm so thankful for this weather. I'm also thankful for the airflow coming through my jacket. The Andes 2 from Alpine Stars, it's been replaced now. I think it's now got an Andes 3 has just come out. But for the entry level jacket, touring jacket from Alpine Stars, it's done surprisingly well. My other jacket's the Bogota, and the airflow in that is just incredible. It has zips on the sleeves here. When you open that up, airflow goes all the way up your arms and across your chest. It's just the best. It's so good. If I knew it was going to be like this, I would have worn that. But no, this jacket's been brilliant. The first few days were a bit ropey with the inside liner, but once I've taken that out, we've got on just fine. Oh, I think I've gone and overshot my mark. Oh well, I was getting carried away. It's too busy talking to you guys. But as we're here, we've got to take a pic of that, don't we? Look at that. Amazing. Okay, let's spin it around. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to ride through all of this again. Bummer! Another great start to the day, let's face it. Look at those mountains. They look so they look so dramatic with the snow on the top. I mean, they look dramatic anyway, but I think they just add that little bit extra. Oh, it's an old building or ruin just there in the middle. Like I was saying yesterday, it's places like this that my mind starts to race, thinking, you know, what kind of things may have happened here. Thinking of, you know, warring clans battling it out. Okay, so it should be coming off in about a mile. Jeez, I really did get carried away, didn't I? Going all the way up there. There we go, Gaylord coastal route. That'll be what I want. Overshot that a bit. But not as if that was a bad move. That was fantastic, that blend. Wow. Oh wow, and the view through there. Good. Thank you, Mr. Van. Look at that! Cheers, fella. Thanks, buddy. A pretty epic view. Yeah, stunning. Good. Please, let's stop here. Please tell me you're still running. Oh, loving the KTM. Good. Amazing stuff. Okay, let's crack on. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a nice spot by the beach for a bit of time lapse. I do enjoy a bit of time lapse when doing my videos, and be able to get myself a cold drink, I know it's early, but I've got a hankering for an energy drink or an iron brew, something like that. I've got to take a picture at the end of this screen, the front end of the bike with all the bugs. It's getting quite comical now. I love that when you can see the ribbon of tarmac ahead of you. Brilliant stuff. I think the beach that I'm trying to get to is Arcachine Beach. Again, apologies for the pronunciation, but that is the goal. And look at that, another fantastic glen, which shouldn't be any shock as I'm on the west coast of Scotland. And this is the third time I've been up here, and it's not getting old, which is good. Okay, so I'm about 20 minutes out, 15-20 minutes out of the beach. If it continues like this, we'll be in good shape. Just look at it. This is a motorcycles playground. Oh, had to be done. Well, that was a lot of fun. It just keeps on giving, doesn't it? And it truly does get to overload point with it all. It's just breathtaking, and I'm so glad that I've been able to see it all so many times via motorcycle. Look at that. Epic. Epic. That mountainside, how dramatic. Sleeping giants, that looks like something, if you let your imagination start running, looks like it's a giant lying down having a snooze. Fantastic road this is. That was something special, really good. What a beautiful house. Very envious of them. Oh wow, look at the flowers. See those pinks? They're incredible. Especially in contrast to the green. There they are again, and the smell that accompanies them. Oh wow. Oh, I see the sea. Should be only about 10 minutes away. Oh, there's another one. There it is. Oh, imagine if there's ice cream there. Oh, could go for a spot of morning ice cream. Look at that view! Oh, it smells fantastic too. Getting wafts of this stuff and the sea. Good combo. Well, this was a good call. What a great route. Oh, it's more of that the fishing right there, the big old nets. Okay, we should be there shortly. Working out quite well. We're already about 5-6 miles out. According to the bike, it's 21 degrees. How did that happen? And it's just after 10. Bad call. That's how I read that place name. Bad call. Oh my word, the view in my mirrors is just spectacular. Oh, you can see the all of the sea behind me, the coastline and the sea, sorry, the sun reflecting in it. It's just, that was absolutely incredible. I have to give a shout out to the tyres, by the way. I'm absolutely loving these Bridgestones. I know they're the new stock tyre on the Beamers, or they were when I got this one in 2020. And compared to the Anarchy 3s, they're just head and shoulders above in regards to the confidence stakes. I felt so planted throughout the trip. Loads of confidence. They just feel great, and I would definitely buy them again. I think they're the A42s. Or A41s, I forget. But yeah, the stock tyre from Bridgestone being that replaced the Anarchy 3s is a vast improvement. And on a cosmetic level, I think they look better too. I love the tread on the back tyre. I think it looks so cool. As far as you can be cool with tyres, you know. Isn't that pretty? Hopefully we'll see something beach shaped soon. We're only a couple of miles out. Oh, loving these roads. Oh wow. Couple of Porsche. Oh, there's a lovely little bay there. You can just see it as I came in here. Just there. Beautiful. Oh, big babbling brook down there. Alright folks, we're about a mile away. Fingers crossed that this is a proper beach. On a beach that I can get to, more to the point. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Yeah. Stunning. Well, there's nothing much here in the means of drinks and everything, but I'm definitely stopping for a time lapse. Superb. Right, let's go check it out.